Hello and welcome everybody once again to the Dirty Possum podcast. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good.
Great. I have found it near impossible just to train these gentlemen to clap. I could get seals in here and get a better result. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but you can't fuck seals like you can fuck us.
Okay, then. Let's get to know the room. That, of course, our performance artist over here, Dave Longren. How you doing, Dave?
I'm good. I just got off a 9-hour shift at work, and man, you can all suck my dick.
Okay. Then.
I mean, this fucking kitchen manager I work with, holy shit, what a turd. He's like the biggest whiny little bitch I've ever fucking met.
That was a great last day at work, wasn't it, Dave?
Yeah, fuck.
There you go. Caleb Davis in the room. How you doing, Caleb?
I'm doing well, Wes. How are you?
Doing great. I want to get back to you here in a second, but first, just in case anybody hears the voice, Mr. Steven Feldman, how you doing?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Glad to have you here.
Good to be here.
I want to talk to you a little bit about, what's going on in the world of Feldman, but I want to get to Caleb because this is the first time we've seen Caleb since he's done his travels following Texas Tech baseball. How was that? How did that go? What did you see? What did you do?
Well, I made the trek up to Omaha to see my brother play. It's his senior year, so I didn't want him to have some sort of resentment for me 20 years down the
He's
line.
got resentment for you already. You've got a podcast. He only plays fucking baseball. He only has been drafted. He's gonna have.
I'm talking about him having a resentment towards
No,
me.
he does.
Not
Yeah.
me towards him.
You've got a podcast. He ain't got shit except the baseball career.
Yeah, that contract.
And nice titties.
Just signed with the Twins, so I think
Yeah.
he's doing just fine.
What does that mean when somebody? Because I know they at this level they bounce up, they bounce down, they bounce sideways. I mean, is he got a check in the mail?
Yeah, he got a signing bonus.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's the signing bonus?
I cannot disclose that information.
Here's 3 pairs of Adidas cleats.
But
Welcome to the minor league. You gotta carry the fucking Gatorade out too, young man. I don't care if you're a shortstop from Texas Tech. Texas Tech can suck a dick.
I'm sure that conversation is way worse from your kitchen manager. Like, hey, Dave, I don't care that you have a less than 1 centimeter penis. You're gonna take out that lemonade. God damn it! Take out that chicken grease.
And you're gonna take that. And you're gonna suck down all the chicken grease.
That's right. Why don't you pour that and have sex? There's Dave having sex with the hardened chicken grease again.
Oh man, you don't know what life is until you fuck hardened chicken grease. Oh my God, it's better than pussy. Gay men are missing out on hardened chicken grease.
So much insight. So much insight.
Tell us what you can about Omaha.
Omaha. It was fun to yell at people while we were down there. It's like, Omaha!
Yeah.
I just scream it at everybody. No, it was nice. It was like, they embraced the College World Series nice. Everyone was super nice. It
Yeah,
was good.
Everybody who lives in Lubbock, they say, I Lubbock, it's got the nicest people anywhere. It's because you haven't never fucking been anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
You've never met anybody from another town.
Yep.
I mean, everybody in Omaha was fine. They were friendly. It was hospitable and everything.
Yeah, we went and ate at this taco joint that,
Tacos are big in Omaha.
Wait,
Yeah.
you went to Omaha and didn't have steak? Isn't Omaha steaks a big fucking thing? I went to Omaha and had fucking tacos. I live in Texas, taco capital of the United motherfucking States. But I went to Omaha and had fucking tacos. What the fuck? Now your brother does have resentment because he was out eating fucking Burger King while you could have been having Omaha steak.
How do you know he didn't have steak tacos?
Well,
I did.
Yeah, well,
I did, you fucking prick.
So anyways, it was nice. The food was good and
It was
everything.
apparently the taco joint we went to was like in the shittiest part of town, and I didn't really put 2 and 2 together, but I guess my brother explained this.
Yeah.
That when little tiny black children are like running out to cars
Oh,
while
really?
they're driving by,
Wow.
they're not just saying hi. I don't know what that really meant. but I guess
You mean they were
some-
making deliveries?
That's what it was explained to me.
Wow.
later. But hey, the tacos were delicious.
Hey, fuck.
Yeah.
How are the drugs?
You know,
I
lost a few brain cells.
Five tacos and a gram.
you know, I mean, you reminded me of something. One time I was in L.A. and this was, when I was like 18, and I got lost. And I ended up in Compton at an all-night donut place. And I just went up to the lady and I said, I'll buy whatever you need, but I need some directions. And she said, here, just take this and get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Just leave now. Because she didn't want to clean up blood that night.
Yeah.
You got to be careful in certain areas of any town. Damn.
Yep.
Mr. Steven Feldman, how you doing over there, man?
Man, I'm feeling good.
All right. All we need you to do is say a word or two, and I'm sure Dave will go off.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that. You gotta give me something riled. For sure.
Talk about eating tacos.
Man, I love tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos are the
Omaha's
best.
tacos.
All right, Feldman, I want to ask you a real comedy question because, I was thinking a lot about this show and what's the point other than having fun with guys. And basically this show is a conversation, with funny people about being funny in Lubbock. And the thing that intrigues me more than anything else is how sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We've done the laugh off now 17 times, and we've had how many different winners? At least 12, 10 different winners?
Not me.
At least.
So,
Not Dave.
I wonder why.
Hey, fuck you. Fuck you both.
Turns out the audience has to vote for you.
I couldn't even
Dave's
win
telling
when it was
people
rigged.
have you, the question is
That's true. He didn't win when it was rigged either.
you are one of those comedians who's studious, who takes the time to write things down, to think about the act, to arrive early. I mean, on some level, you approach this from a professional manner. Have you ever sat down and thought, why is it I did the same act I did the night before and it didn't work?
Man, the crowds are always different. I mean, you can't really blame the audience. I feel like it's 100% on you every single time. If you have a bad night, it's your fault. I mean, and it happens. You could run the same act twice and be super confident in it, and maybe that confidence is what kind of pushes it away from people. They're like, they don't trust you as much as they would when it's fresh. And
Yeah, I saw this at our very last laugh off, and I'm not going to mention the comedian, but he came on too polished, and there was something that was kind of robotic or mechanical about it, unnatural, and it didn't work.
Miguel was on?
No. No, I said a comic.
I thought that was
no.
I thought it was the laugh off so we could get ADA requirements in.
Do you, Steven, as a comedian, do you have parameters for what you think is Steven material and what you might give to a fellow comedian? I know you were writing with Kendall for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, I give jokes to people. I had somebody compliment a joke the other day of somebody else's, and I was like, oh, hey, I wrote that. Like, it felt pretty good to do that. But
yeah.
I don't know. I like to write stuff that kind of left fields people a little bit, something that starts off really kind of docile and then, kind of hits you with something, whether it's like an overtly sexual reference or something that's like, oh, wait, I didn't expect him to be racist, like.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And that is a great way to describe your act as a whole. You come out with the hi guys thing, and it works for you, and that works nearly every time. Do you also feel a little bit trapped into that? Is there some nights where you go, I don't want to do this tagline thing?
Yeah, I don't do it. Most open mics and stuff, I really don't. I try not to do it unless I'm really drunk. It's just like natural for me.
Yeah.
But the thing about the laugh off is everybody has to see you so many times that you got to have something that sets you apart from everybody else. And that's one of those things where I just did it one night and it works. Everybody always recognizes it, and they'll come up to you after the show and be like, "Hey guys," or whatever. And it's like, "Oh yeah, you're funny,
Hey
cool."
guys.
Yeah,
but hey guys deal is like taking on a life of its own.
Well, that's the deal. But if I go see Pee Wee Herman, I want to hear the Pee Wee laugh, and I want to hear all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
So it's he can be a curse.
I think it's brilliant
I think
because
it's brilliant.
even us comedians too will just like we'll even say it to each other.
Yeah.
and he's
Right.
not even there. We'll be like,
Hey guys. Hello. My name's Steven
just
Feldman.
totally-
Hey, you know what? You can make fun of it all you want, but every fucking night, Leonard Skinner's got to play Freebird. You know what I mean?
right.
And
Okay.
tell me that they don't get tired of that
Okay.
shit. You know what I mean?
Well, Steven Feldman isn't Leonard fucking Skinner.
Doesn't matter.
I don't
man.
think people are yelling in the back. Hey guys!
Actually,
Do the hey guys bit.
Feldman.
actually, they do every once in a while.
Do the bit.
Steven also pulled something that I think, something that I think's a little lacking a little bit in that a lot of comedians, you know, I've listened to a lot of podcasts and I've interviewed a lot of comedians, and they're all into doing really weird stuff at really weird times. And the one night when he decided to do the things while he did the jokes, it didn't work with the crowd, but I mean, I was
fucking-
pissing myself.
Yeah.
It was so funny to me.
That was just for you guys, I guess. Yeah, I haven't brought out props ever again. I'll never bring out props again, probably. 'Cause it was such
What
a
was
bomb.
going through your mind, though? I mean, you didn't go, I'm going to tank this. On some level, you thought it was going to work.
Well, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of comedy, and like Andy Kaufman was one of those guys who would come out and just kill it with something completely stupid. And I
Yeah.
was like, I got to do something really weird and like change up the show a little bit, not just for like. I mean, it was mostly for you guys to be like, oh wait, we can do other stuff and still like, you try some shit.
Yeah.
I was in the audience and I was going, "What the fuck, Feldman?"
That's what most people were doing.
Did you even like reherse, or did you?
Oh,
just
no,
go,
he
shit?
told me everything he was going to do beforehand. He told me everything.
Yeah.
And there was something that was so, I don't use the word sublime, but there was something so sublime about what he was doing. It was fucking art, man. And you know what? He did a bit that will get him a bit for years to come.
Yeah.
You know, I totally respect
Hey,
that.
no, I'm not saying it was bad. It was just what the fuck.
Oh, you've done a lot of dumb shit like
well,
that.
Yeah. But,
Well,
And yours didn't work either.
well, yeah. That's why I'm a performance artist. Nobody can judge a performance artist because they don't know what my purpose is. I could take a shit on the sidewalk in front of Lubbock County Courthouse. And get away with it because I'm a performance artist.
Yeah.
I have an MFA in shitting on sidewalks from Texas Tech College of Art.
Okay, then.
I got a baccalaureate's degree from Texas Tech College, and I got a degree from Vista College as a nurse's aide, and that's how I make my money.
you know what? I got a couple of stories that Dave will actually approve of then, because I have had a bad year in shits.
Yeah.
It's been a weird year for me and shitting.
Oh,
And two stories stand out the most. One of them, I was walking my dogs in the park across the street from my house.
Yeah.
And we got pretty far away, and I realized, oh shit, critical mass, something's about to happen. And I start walking back to the house, and I realize I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
So I like duck behind a tree, but the tree is right off of 4th Street. So it's like, it's just me behind a tree just taking a shit, hoping like just, oh God, please don't let a cop drive.
Oh.
And this was like a month ago.
Feldman! Oh my God!
Here's the question:
you've gone from like 25 percentile on my scale to like 50 percentile scale with that shit joke. You really became a man today.
It's not even the best shit story of the year.
Wait, I
though.
got a question though before you get the second story. When you were done, did the dogs hand you a little bag to clean it up? There you go. You gotta pick that up. I don't want to run through that.
Yeah.
All right, your second poopy story.
Well, I like to have a drink or two after a show, during a show, before a show, every day. So I came across one of those little anxiety pills that people take for their anxiety, and I'm not afflicted, but I was also way past gone drunk. And I blacked out super duper hard. And my girl said that what happened was I stood up from the bed and like went and stood in the corner. And she asked me, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
no.
Like I was talking to her, and then I leaned up against the wall and shit on the carpet, and then got back in bed.
Oh man! Oh, and you still have that girlfriend?
Yeah, she's dumb.
That's some of that. That's some of that hot pocket shit we were talking about.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I did. I'll tell you the story sometime. I have never ever shit myself, and I'm really proud of that.
Bullshit.
Never ever.
Fuck you, Rick.
That must be really
No,
nice.
I'll tell you the
That's
story
crazy.
sometime, but it's like a 15-minute
Oh,
story.
I tried to tell Caleb.
Yeah.
I was in the memorial stall.
Yeah. But once when I was a little kid, I woke up and pissed on the vacuum in the closet. But that's as far as I went.
Then he fucked it next.
Why does that make you? Why are you giving me this judging face when you shit yourself in a corner?
Yeah, 'cause that's nothing. It's like, oh, yeah, I peed on a vacuum.
That is
Big
the
fucking
Blair
deal.
Witch of shits right there.
What?
The staring in the corner and shitting in the
Yeah.
corner is what that is.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
yeah.
you reference yourself as a little kid. You've dropped some deuces in your pants. for
Never,
sure.
never,
Oh,
never,
bullshit.
never, never.
As a little toddler West.
Oh, well,
walking around.
you know, I mean, I'm
call
certain.
bullshit on that.
I'm telling you,
bullshit.
as an adult,
yeah.
as an adult,
Okay.
we
there's
used
the
to have a
caveat.
guy here named Chris Kelly, and this guy would tell stories like Steven all day long, like he was proud of it. You know, of how he had to shit in a urinal here or somewhere else.
Oh my God, that's sick. I mean, that's coming from me. That guy's fucked up. Chris Kelly, wherever you are, you're fucked up because you're probably saying the same shit stories over and over. You're
I am
fucked up, Chris Kelly.
very, very fortunate that I haven't had that deal. I haven't had that problem.
You haven't
But-
lived. You
Yeah.
haven't lived.
No, I've lived, and
You're gonna make
because
up
I can
for it.
tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing that you can identify with from your shit at the park, and I guarantee you know this. I guarantee you know this. You guys probably know this, but he probably knows it better than anybody else. People don't realize. People think that your colon really goes all the way up to your asshole. But there is a small pocket of room in between your colon and your asshole where you could like pre-shit your shit and hold it through the sheer will of your asshole before you let it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've never had spicy pad
Yeah.
thai.
No,
You never got.
Never had that extra
Yeah.
spicy where it's
Well,
like, all right, gringo, here
the
comes some
sheer
fucking
will.
spicy shit.
The
No, man,
sheer
this
will
was-
of my sphincter does not exist, sir.
I believe you, but this was like that scene with Cheech Marin running through the factory, like, "Come on, Cheech, stay together, stay together, Cheech, stay together." I was committed to it. But I mean, I am training a dog, so I taught her to go outside. I can use that excuse.
that is awesome. That's awesome. Well, guys, we're about out of time for this particular episode. Caleb, tell everybody where they can hear wonderful stories like this.
Yeah, we probably have a shit story every week for you guys. If not, you can just see guys eating shit on stage. There's at least going to be one of them every show. But Tuesdays, we have a recovery room. Wednesdays at Lantern Tavern. Thursdays, we're at Nick's. Friday, once a month at World of Beer. And we also got a Bar PM every other Sunday. So check those dates with Laugh Hub City on Facebook. Kind of got a strange schedule right now.
Are you comfortable telling me which if somebody's just like I don't know if they just want to see the best of the best, maybe can't make it out to World of Beer. What's the most polished night?
I would say try to get one of those Bar PM on Sundays.
Yeah.
Really, that's
We
kind
definitely
of
try
the
to
one.
bring it for that one.
Can I throw in my
Yeah.
man? If I was going to take somebody to see comedy, and I would take them to the Lantern open mic on Wednesday.
Really?
It's a nice place. You can go have food, check out comedy. All right. You might see some guys eat shit.
Yeah.
But you might see some guys take a shit on stage too.
Yeah.
But it's all fucking raw. It's all cool. It's fucking beat.
Fucking Gigi Allen shit.
to be clear, no one has ever exposed their asshole and taken a shit on that floor.
Steven,
There's no
you're not
Hey.
juggling anymore.
I know. I've got to find
I'm
some
not
new
a
tricks.
comedian
But Lantern-
anymore. I went to
Lantern
Texas
is good
Tech
too.
Art School, and I have a doctorate in taking shits on stages from the
Steve-
School of Theater and Dance.
Steven, what's your favorite one to perform at?
I would probably agree. The Lantern is awesome. Our new show at Nick's has been pretty cool. You should definitely try and check that one out. It's the Nick's over in the over by the campus, Overton area. Yeah. So
Okay, now we've had this topic of eating shit both on stage and literally. What if there was somebody who wants to join the scene again? Where do they start?
I would recommend Rico Room. That's the best to
Rico
bring a
Room,
chair in.
and I mean,
Do you guys get?
there was a moment the other week where we've had a couple of new guys that have been coming out consistently, And then they hit a Thursday crowd that did not give a flying fuck if we would have were on fire.
Yeah.
You could have told the funniest joke that's ever existed on Earth, and no one would have been. They would have just scoffed at you. The ladies,
You pretty much brought this podcast full circle.
yeah. So
Yeah.
They literally swept the floor by our feet as we were doing the show.
Right.
Oh, this is over. There's nothing's happening over here. So if you're gonna do one of those shows that brings a little bit of a larger crowd, you gotta have some thick skin, bud, because it's
you can't.
you're gonna eat shit. And,
What do you recommend a certain amount of time? If a part timer, if a newbie comes up to you and goes, man, this is my first night, I'm going to try this. Do you tell them how long? Don't go longer than 2 minutes, or do you do anything? Do you have a bell, a fire hose?
Typically, if they're signing up on time, I'll be able to at least have a small conversation with like, hey, we typically do 4 or 5 minute sets. I'll light you with 1 minute with my phone. Mm-hmm. But if you need to go under that, that's fine, whatever you're comfortable with. I'll kind of at least start that conversation where it's like, oh shit, I was just going to tell one joke. That's fine. That's great. If you
And
wanna
some
do
guys want to come out and do their Comedy Central Presents special, and they're like, oh, I thought I could do like 15 to 30 minutes. And it's like,
Yeah.
no,
All
go away.
Let me ask you a question now, Caleb. You tell that to these guys, new guys coming in. Does anybody ever fucking just keep going and going and fucking going like the ever ready motherfucking bunny?
Yeah, they're usually like 45
Yeah.
and like super old dudes that are just telling jokes that like they read off the internet. So they're usually not.
Fuck those.
Don't guess I'll be coming out anymore.
I was in a calm fucking mood. You 45-year-old motherfuckers, you had your chance at comedy and you blew it. You blew it. You should have stayed in fucking baseball and Little League and done what your dad said. But now you gotta come shit on our stages with your shitty shit jokes from Penthouse Forum that are old. You dug up your old daddy's fucking penthouses and pulled out the jokes, and you're trying to read them to a new generation. Fuck you.
Wouldn't Dave just be lovely as like a umpire, like a home umpire? Strike three, you dipshit motherfucker, dumbass, with your fucking dumbass mom over there in the stand.
I'm expecting
the
him to.
Easton bat.
Hey, Michael Davis, you're out. You didn't even do anything this game. You're out. Yeah, I'm going to be a minor league umpire.
Steve Feldman, Caleb Davis, Dave Longer, and my name's Wes. You guys, thanks for listening.